I'm Danny.
And I'm Althea.
And we are
DNA Live. Welcome, everybody, on this beautiful Sunday, cool night, September. Sorry. I was just getting a little excited there. Welcome, everybody. I hope everybody enjoyed their weekend and they're tuning in and watching this beautiful, beautiful people over here. We are having a really good time tonight, but before we do, I just want to give a special shout out. We are a new member of a radio station family that's in Rockford, Illinois, and they go by 103.7. Well, you can say it. The beat. So also we want to give a shout out to Holly at Karma's Kenna Lounge. Every Friday night, Mr. DJ Energetic over here.
Mr. DJ Energetic, aka Mr. Worldwide.
Mr. Worldwide is the DJ there.
He used to call me Global, but I guess I'm too worldwide.
Oh, good. Here we go. We're not even in 2 minutes. Okay. Okay. Also, I wanted to talk about your 2 new releases from Regenerated 2.
Let me take off my glasses on this one.
Yeah, take off your glasses. One of the songs, No Pain, No Gain, is really catching steam just as well as Can't Nobody Hear Me. They're flying through the roof, and I am really happy and excited about that. So, shout out to Voice Watkins and also to the infamous Tony Newberry out there in Jersey. We love you, dude.
I'm humble.
You are so humble. You really are. So I just wanted to thank everybody with that project, and we're just going to keep moving. I mean, we're adding more radio stations on DNA, and it's a process, people, right? It is.
You mentioned Texas too, right?
Yeah. No, I didn't. But I guess
shout out to everybody over in Texas, 93.5.
93.5.
We're gonna be on not this Monday, the
following Monday that we're premiering on that station as well.
What?
Is there another station that I forgot about? No, right?
There's 6 more.
There's 6 more. Okay.
No, I'm just playing. Go ahead.
Don't even play me like that, dude. So anyway, wanted to thank you all for the love and support that we keep on receiving from all of you. And just remember, if you want to hit us up and have an interview right here on DNA Live, you can go to www.dnalive.net and check us out. So with that said, upcoming is a young artist, upcoming rising star in my book.
Let them know.
I mean, I was introduced to her by another podcaster, and Sally, you are the best. I love her. Mind Minx, you got to check her out.
Mind Minx.
Check her out on IG because she's fabulous. She has worked with a lot of people too, and she referred her to me, and I listened to the girl, and I talked to her and her mom, and they are a breath of fresh air. And I thought it would be really cool if we got both mother and daughter on the show. And it's just been a whirlwind. And this girl has a powerful voice, a powerful message, and we're going to really get to know her. I want everybody to listen to her. I want everybody to listen to her story because she's a young phenom and she deserves like every platform on the planet. I mean, that is just how good she really is. And she's such a genuine individual. So when we come back from commercial break, right here, well, not right here in the studio, she'll be joining us through Zoom, but we will have the mother and daughter team of Aria and Parul Modi. So stay tuned.
Yo, put your hands up.
Right now we're inside a war with ourselves. Yo, America, are we gonna wake up from this? Where the real Americans at, you heard?
Where we at?
Man, you blinded and you lied, you just censor inside your own. Everyone pretends they love you, but messing you up in homes. Laughing without the way you can't even afford food. And everybody looking at you acting so rude. They thinking that they love you, your skin, that's what they see. They don't understand the militant well it be. But the anger that they got, they just play for each other. A civil war, they trying to come for us, kill one another. But I woke up last night, I gotta talk to my peers. Tell them, listen, we gotta march and what do we hear? You laughing, you crying, you angry, you feeling and skating. Saying with all the time, they just demonstrated. Leave you inside the cars, they don't wanna see you out. They leave you locked doors, breaking your doors over locked. They lock you up, they wanna trap you, put you inside with a lock, it's mental block. Cause all you ever hearing is the cops screaming lifeless. Now all of a sudden we thinking prices. Putting that two there, be caught crashing in crisis. Now they hating how the way how they even look. They try to lock us up, throw it down, try to play the book. Wanna get us shook, every time try to get it booked. Overshook, saying God is there but love is overlooked. They try pretending that we close with a phone next to each other's ears. But we're more social distancing, corona, yeah. They try to acting like we ain't one inside our home. We acting like that we ain't one and one inside our home. I said, Lord, let's go. I said, let's fight. You can't censor us anymore. You lying to the people.
And we are back.
And we are back. And now introducing the mother-daughter duo. I am welcoming beautiful people such as Aria and Perul. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, welcome.
Hello, hello, girls. How are you?
We're good. How are you? Thank you. Good.
Oh, I like that shirt, Aria.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, I love. Oh, you, Perul, don't even talk because you know you're beautiful no matter what you wear, girl.
Oh my goodness. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I got you there. Okay, so first of all, I want to introduce, because like when we first met and we first talked and everything, we've had obviously great conversations since then. And of course, I do my little research. You gave me some research, but also I was thinking it's perfect because you came up with the name Aria and then you have Perul. So you put those together. Aria is song or melody and Perul is graceful. So that fits one-on-one right there. Graceful and melody right there. So, that's the perfect team right there. You know that, right?
Yes. Actually, I was born and I wasn't, she's, as she's mixed, so she has, Indian genetics, which is the
got it all. Go ahead.
And then the other 50 is Italian, Polish, German.
Right.
Here we go.
Greek and a little bit of Albanian. So when she was born, I wanted to name something which had a meaning of both a culture part, with the Western as well as the Eastern where I come from.
Right.
And Aria, A-R-I-A, is how we spell it.
Right.
There's also the Indian race Aryan, A-R-Y-A-N, which is a race which used to be the soldiers, and the most tactical, most powerful race of the soldiers back in India during the kings, and that used to be called the Aryan race. Like they were
fighting. At you, Aria.
So that's the part of Indian that I wanted it, and then the A-R-I-A means the melody, right? The solo opera singer is called Aria.
Oh wow!
And in Judaism, Aries or Aryan is like a lioness in Hebrew,
which makes sense for her because she's a Leo.
And
I know I'm getting a lesson here. I should be taking my notes. And my mother named me after
name. Yes. So Aryan, Aria, sort of like A-R-I-A. So the Leo, the lioness, the fighter, and the melody. That's how I wanted to name her. So
I'm looking at you both. You guys are just so beautiful. You know that, right?
Oh, thank you. I mean, I get it.
So
I'm just saying every time.
The saying that they say, the beauty is in the eye of the beholder, is where I pointed back to you.
Oh, thank you so much. You're such a sweetheart. But you know what? I just look at you both, and you know what it kind of reminds me. I'm not going to get too much into myself, but my mom was also a singer. My mom was a soprano, and then she used to do a lot of opera as well. So I didn't get any of it. I mean, nothing. Complete cat on a hot tin roof. Okay, no singing skills whatsoever. But my brother did. But me and my mom had that kind of relationship. If I were to ever have gone into singing or anything else, that she would back me up. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you've done. And I saw that Aria doesn't call you the manager. You're the momager,
Oh, okay.
right? I love
Yeah.
that word. When I saw that, I was like, she's the momager, because a lot of times you don't you allow her to follow her passion. You know,
Absolutely. Yes. Yes.
you are
100%.
there to guide her every step of the way. And most people will not do that. They would either be like envious of it, or, oh, I could be like that, or whatever. You're not doing that. You're just totally 100% for your daughter,
I think
and it's
the
just
fact
it's
that
beautiful to see.
Oh, okay. No, I was gonna say that I feel like the fact that she's like not like that is because I mean I get like mothers are I don't know why like they're like envious of their daughters of their
Of your
success.
daughter, right.
I feel like how my mom sees it is like she got that because of me. Like this is basically like how I'm living life because she is a very successful woman on her own, and
She
she
is.
wants me to be a
You
successful.
want to adopt me? I'm free,
Exactly.
you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yes.
Very
I,
inspirational.
I,
Everything by the book,
Real
yeah.
quick. So
Yeah.
the
Go ahead, Danny.
see what you guys have is what me and my father have.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
My father
Oh,
was in the industry, and my father brought me up in this industry. So I'm like a second generation in music.
Mm-hmm.
oh,
My father was always there to guide me in music. He actually helped me. My dad was the producer on my first record ever that was cut.
Yeah.
And
nice.
when I take a look at that, I smile because I was telling her it reminds me. Excuse me. It reminds me when I was younger.
Mm.
And it reminds me of when I first started, and my father was always there for the guidance of the steps to
Yeah.
teach me. Because my father was in the industry when he was, what was he? He was like 17 years old.
Yeah.
He was in the industry. And then when I was 12 years old, I realized it's the path I wanted to do. So my father actually brought me into the path and actually was teaching me the whole game ever since
And that's
to the
why,
time now.
yeah, and that's why
That's what I see.
when we first met you, and I was talking to him, and he heard all the conversations that me and Peru were having, so it kind of brought him back, with his father, and he was like, "That is a really cool team," and I said, "You don't know this mom. She's on it every
No,
single
absolutely.
day."
When she called me up and she was asking me those questions, I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Because not a lot of people really do that. A lot of people want the young the kids to basically learn the industry if they don't. I'm not saying that you don't understand it, but I'm saying like my father, he basically had to teach me everything. I couldn't even pick up, and I was telling her a microphone before I knew my history in music.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Which is very true. So, so I came to US when I was just about 19 by myself.
Wow.
My entire family is back in India as we speak. In fact, I just called my sister. She is Dr. Meena Sheth. She is actually in India right now at 5:30 a.m. She's logging
I
on.
mean, Masi. Hopefully, you're watching this.
And I come from, again, like I said, I definitely was the lioness, like my Leo sign. I'm a hustler.
You go.
I am.
Everything about Leo, that's her. She likes saying that 24/7.
But I put my mind to something and I will learn that industry. You understand?
Yeah.
That's how. So when I was getting our roof done, I remember the contractor asking like, were you in construction at one point? And I practiced medical. And I said no, but I wasn't going to give him the contract with the first one walking into the house.
Right. Yeah.
So I had an estimate from 40,000 to all the way up to 17, and I'm like, but I was asking right questions.
Right. Yeah.
If it was supposed to rain, what are you going to do? Which thing? What kind of tarp? What? And he's looking at me like, oh, so one Indian woman is a woman. She's asking all these questions. Like, well, shocked.
Yeah.
Same goes back to the analogy of with her.
Yeah, that's what you got to do in the music
No, that's
industry.
excellent. Yo, that is an excellent trait to have because when you're in this industry, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. When you guys are inside this industry, there's a lot of craziness. I don't know if you guys seen it yet, but there's just so much that people are going to say,
Yeah.
but they can't prove it.
Yeah.
And that's why I did this with the platforms with the DNA, because I got tired of seeing that.
Yeah.
I got tired of people be like, oh, I got A, I got B, I got C. And I'm like, no, we're not gonna have that anymore when young, upcoming, independent artists come up to the plate. I don't want them to feel when we started.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes, and very true, and you're right. And I must do a shout out for DJ Echo that I was talking, and he was the first one who saw Aria, and he inbox messaged Aria, and I'm very obviously protective of my daughter, and go through Aria has to go through me.
Right.
So that's important. When he emailed, like messaged, I was just making sure it's not a scam.
Yeah, you have to these days. Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. Like, what is is this somebody real who wants to interview? Like, like that sort of a layering, and it's important. I also did sing like 8 years back in India. I did
She was in the Indian radio.
Just one. Yeah, just one.
See, look, she leaves something out. I already knew it. No, let me stop for a minute. I already
did not
knew
tell
it.
me. She did
When
not
I
say
spoke to
anything to me.
no. When I spoke to you on the phone, I'm
You
like,
holding back on me, Peru.
no, man.
Oh, I wanted to hold it back for
She-
you.
I'm not talking to you now. I'm not talking to you now.
You know how I knew it? You know how I knew it? Because when she was asking certain questions, I'm like, she does know a little bit. And I'm like, keep going. And then she started talking about the radio. I'm like, yeah, she does know. I'm just quiet. I don't say nothing. I just analyze everything. When I listen to everything, she's like, I already know.
She actually can sing too, right, Aria? Go ahead. You can say it.
Wait, what?
Your mom can actually sing too, because she was singing to me on the phone earlier today. Look at
She's
her.
on the radio. What you talking about?
I'm just saying.
She's like, yeah, come on, that's a hustler right there. Shout out to Lee Rose, man.
Oh my God.
So,
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did Indian classical, and my mom, who is in India right now, and she has slight Alzheimer's. Unfortunately, of course, she would recognize me in Aria right now, but she's not able. But I must say, this whole credit goes to my mom. She was the driving force. My dad, who unfortunately passed away last year, and I'm sure he's watching this, but he was the man that I was blessed, and I'm blessed with my mom, and I'm blessed with these parents and my brother and my sister. Like, I can't ask better family bonding, but my mom was the one that was always like, we have to do this, and oh, your sir is here, like, let's go. But the music was definitely a part, and I loved it, so that's where I wanted to give back to my daughter.
Yeah, there you go. She's
And she's been singing for like 7 years, so she and so has my mother. My mom's mom. Like, she also has been singing classically for like years and years. So I guess I would say pass down the generation.
Are you gonna put your mother on a single?
Yeah.
Oh my God, no! But I do have a song for her.
Did I put you on the spot or what?
We do. If you caught us at 8 o'clock sometimes at night, we do some silly, funny things. By the way,
I'm obsessed with singing Celine Dion. She'll be like singing like "When I Fall in Love." She's
No
like,
way.
song.
I would
Yeah.
love to put a
Hey,
camera.
at the end of the day,
I would love.
that's
No.
what's
We
up.
could do a reality show with these two.
Because
We could put a camera in the living room.
me and my father did an album that's actually doing very well. It's called the Father and Son album.
This
So
is true.
everybody listening right now, that'd be dope.
That'd be
A
dope.
daughter
for you
and
two.
mother album.
Hello.
there you go. That could be a stepping stone right there. Me being in.
It could be like a I'm not. It could be like what are the sisters, Wilson Phillips? Or,
No, but it's 10 times different. See, my father was like, yo, let's do something different, because you really never see a Spanish and an English father and son album.
Oh wow,
And
that
like,
is.
I was, she could be doing something different. She could be doing, because
think about it.
can-
that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
I can do the Indian
That's
classical and then hit it with like the mix of the American one.
There you
Yeah.
go. Because it's that what happens is basically, hold up a second. Basically, what happens is you guys are gonna reach two different markets.
Yeah.
And then when you guys reach two different markets, it becomes more powerful, because at the end of the day, they're gonna look at you as a power force. So you got to think of that, because the funny thing is, I didn't think of anything until my father, me and him were in the studio just creating this joke. He came over, he was like, yo, let's do the Father and Son album.
I know. Yeah.
And then that did cross over.
Yeah.
So
That's a great idea. See, that's a good one.
Just something to
just
think
giving you a
about.
suggestion.
And then maybe you can put me in it on it too. I
A
could do
lot
like
of
a
auto
voice-
tune. All right. I'm just playing. Let's go.
Okay. That was not funny.
And I learned about the auto tune recently in the studio. That was
I'm not letting
definitely.
you go. Go ahead.
Okay, no, because when I wanted to do like a little research on her, but mom over there gave me everything.
So go ahead.
Okay. But when I got to tell you, Aria, when I looked at your resume, it's not even about impressive. This is mind blowing to me. Okay.
Phenomenal.
When I looked and saw everything that you've been doing and still continue to do,
Go down the list. Let's go.
I mean, I would need like 3 pages to go down the list. Okay.
Start 'em.
I'll start with some of them. Okay. Now, she had 10 years of vocal, piano lessons, alto saxophone, fencing. Oh my God.
She's
Then-
very good.
Hold on. Dancing, Essex Dance Academy, singing, modeling, acting, NYLA 2023 bass lessons, School of Rock Montclair, acting Mr. Bucket in Willy Wonka Jr., producing lessons, School of Rock Montclair, pageant, National American Miss Talent Section, hello, New Jersey National State Honor Choir, New Jersey National Region Honor Choir, extensive knowledge of interpreting music, voice production, harmony, melody, the lead vocalist for West Essex Jazz Street. And that's not even the first page. Okay. Now I can flip it and go on.
No, keep going.
No, I'm not going to keep going because this woman, this young woman over here, to me, if there is nobody out there, no record label, no producer, no anybody out there that doesn't take you and swoop you up, let me tell you, they're going to have to answer to me. Okay. Because you got it all, girl. You got every talent possible. You can dance. You got the trifecta. If you went onto X Factor or American Idol, they'd be kissing your feet right now. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, for you to act judgment like that. Woo.
Well, I'm just saying it's just, but you know what it is? We have had so many artists on the show and everything. And when there is that, and there's a few others,
Wait,
right?
let's break it down real quick. We have major artists on there that don't even have that. I'm gonna be real with you right now. Some of the artists that I'm friends with that are major artists that sold multi-million records don't have a resume
like that.
That's
no.
Thank you.
And all I'm saying is that I just think that once I heard you, once I saw you and everything, I was like ecstatically impressed. And you're only what, 16?
Yep, I just turned 16. Yeah,
16 people, 16 years old. That's insanity. It's insanity. But you know what? This girl is not the type of girl that needs to twerk, needs to do any provocative.
Let him know.
Not any vulgarity, not any talking about all body parts and everything. This girl has talent. She has the beauty. She has the talent. She has the skills. And I will do everything possible to make sure that she gets noticed. That's all.
No, we got to back her up 100%. In our day, in our time, all we're seeing is, honestly,
garbage.
Yeah. I call it trash. Like if you ever see the international bar exam, it's a little vulgar, but it's telling the artist how it really has to be.
Yeah.
And it's an artist review as well. And it just tells artists, but when I seen and I listen to you, I'm like,
yeah,
the youth actually has a chance.
Yeah. And I'm hoping that you see this other generation that she's not in right now.
Oh, get out of here, please.
But I'm just saying she's this upcoming generation, right? She's not the 20, 30-year-olds that are out there right now. And now with you, I have hope for the music industry. I actually have hope that all this goodness through you, it'll reflect, it's like the Taylor Swift era. Okay. Britney Spears before she went crazy. It's
but let me break one thing
all I'm
down.
just saying is that she's bringing in this new era.
She's gonna have a generation talent.
Oh yeah,
you can already see that. You're gonna be a generational talent. Yeah. So you're gonna be way different than anybody because they always say this one is great, but that's period of time. What you're gonna do, I believe what you're gonna do, listening to your music, is you're gonna become a generational talent. Yeah. There's difference between a star, there's difference between a superstar, there's difference between an icon.
Yeah,
you're gonna be in that icon level if the way that you keep on going.
You're gonna be an icon.
That's all I just wanted to say.
That's all we want to say. Yeah, we just, you know what it is. Maybe we're a little crazy and a little adamant, but when we see talent,
no, we know.
We know
off the bat.
That's it.
We know off the bat. break it down real quick. A lot of my friends are multi-million-dollar selling recording artists. And I was telling her when I was listening to you, I said, man, I said, she's got something different. And that's something that I really think that's going to make you go far. Because everybody else I've been hearing, I'm like, same.
Yeah.
Or, and my terms, trash.
But I wanted to know, hold on a second. But what I wanted to know, what made you start wanting to sing, Aria?
I feel like it was just a multiple of reasons. I feel like, I don't know, I've always loved listening to different music. And I feel like I just sang before. I thought like, singing, like, I guess, I don't know. I just always felt like I loved to sing, whether it was like just like in the car, somewhere, something stuck in my head, because there was always a song stuck in my head, listening to other like people like play or anything. But I guess if you mean like, singing in front of people, I guess I just never had that stage fright or anything, or like nervousness that people had. I just liked, performing and singing and just having fun,
Right. No. But also with the singing, what you've been able to accomplish so far, are there things out there that you think that might be difficult for you, like in the music industry?
Well, you mean like based off of my singing, what might be difficult?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
I know. I give good questions. I always do.
I know. I was just gonna say, I noticed. But, I feel like there's obviously going to be obstacles along the way, because I feel like what I just reached right now is like the shallow surface of this whole entire music industry iceberg. But I feel like whatever it takes, I always have, a support system like this one over here to help me.
You ain't got to tell me twice.
So I feel like that's something. Specifically with my singing, I don't know. Maybe it's just like, I feel like the music industry is just very like, discriminatory based off of like how you look, how your voice is,
right. Yeah.
how you are personally, whether they like you or not. And that's just something that people have, because like regardless, like to anything in the world, like not like get rid of the music industry idea. No, someone's gonna hate you for no reason, and there's nothing you can do to change about it. And for like the music industry and the entertainment industry, they're gonna be harsh and say these shallow things that the people in the public have no second, like, second story or second bias to hear from.
Right.
But whatever, regardless that is, I have to like, stand my points and say who I am, and that's what I'm gonna do,
Like I was telling her,
Right.
the industry itself, right, is a ruthless industry.
Yeah.
It is what it is. It is the ability of an individual to still be able to go through it and not get tainted or not get affected if something doesn't go the right way. Or
Right.
there will be parts where you fall and you learn. But for me, every failure has made me 10 times stronger when I got up.
Right.
Right. So, and that is what I'm trying to teach her. So if you fall, you don't give up. You get up and you're 10 times stronger and you learn from it. And that is the part I'm teaching her, that never be. And she has, somebody like me as a role model. And I've been her major role model. And she has seen me that, I multitask. I can do this. I'm teaching her, like you're able to, you're capable of. You have it. You're gifted. You're gifted. I mean, she was 3.5 when I used to have an iPad where, she loved iPad. She was my only kid, and that was her entertainment, right? And like people have 2 or 3 kids and they're entertaining each other, which is, I didn't think about it that time, but she only was my kid. So I bring her, and she would always be on the computer or the iPad, and there was a music program, where it was recognition of composers, Mozart, Beethoven, all those, right? Classical.
Oh, wow.
And so the sound recognition of all the instruments. And Aria, and I remember that my brother said to me, because she had it all. Just listening to it, you play cello, she'll say cello, cello, like that. Any French horn, that. And I'm thinking, so my brother and I are both looking at each other and we are saying to her, I'm like, what is going on here? You know, so my brother is like, what's his photographic memory, right?
Mm.
Because we kind of all have it at home. So she's like, ah, she just memorized it.
Oh wow.
You might be right. So I download another program at that minute. He's like, let's do that in India. I'm like, oh, let's do it. And I played a line of a composer. She knew it. It was beautiful.
Oh wow.
Wow. So now that's when I knew that she was able to, at that young, 3.5. And then, as you know, and you had witnessed it in the last interview with Sally in Mind Mix, you know, we were talking about that her first song she wrote was at 6 years of age.
Oh.
And she wrote about, if you love your toy very much, it will come to real. Nobody believes me, but it's true. So God, please help me.
Yeah, that's true.
It was a
I believe
4 minute
all the way. You know, just like with I've only known these women for 2 days, right? 2-3 days, and every time she calls me on the phone, it's not excuse me, it's not a bull call. Okay, every time this woman calls me, it is something substantial. She's not just calling me just to say hello. Well, you do say hello. I mean, you're a nice person, but you call me with either information you want, information you need, or information you want to give me. You are so on top of things. I wish I was more like you. I mean, I do my best, you know what I'm saying? But I just wish there were more people like you that were always on top of things, always ready to go. And that's the type of backbone that Aria needs.
Yes. And this industry, you do need that. Like Danny was saying, you have to. And I don't know much about the music industry, but I learned. I mean, somebody said you want to look there.
You kidding me?
You know, yes, I did. But initially they're like, oh, you should have an attorney. And I'm like, attorney for what? She's not making a dime. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
No, she's making millions. Sure, I'll have 5 attorneys on my hand. No, I mean, right now I'm her attorney, I'm her manager, and I'm her coach because I have to do the legwork of, you know, and I mean, asking people and reading every night, you know, what is copyright.gov and what is this and what is a BMI and how does it work? What is DistroKid? And I was blessed, you know, I have patients that are very, you know, in that industry and have been nothing but helpful. And I thank you to one of my patients, Frank is Alfarino, actually.
It's not just all about the singing. You got to know every different aspect of the industry, is otherwise it eats you up.
Well, the thing is, I always tell everybody, man, and you can even ask how I begin these label meetings, and I realize what the label meetings want. They want, for some reason, I don't know why, but they just really want everything just to be high up. Like your Spotify plays high, your Apple plays high, your listeners and your fans. And I was telling her, I'm looking at you when you have a lot of engagement.
Yeah.
See, that's something that's really, and you're 16.
You know?
You know what I mean? And I be sitting there all the time, and I be talking with the execs, and we be sitting there because I try to get a couple kids signed that I'm close with. And they gave us everything that we had to do. And they would say, Danny, his Spotify got to be up to 100,000.
And it's just crazy about what the numbers that they want these days. It's like, damn, you got an artist there with pure talent. What more do you need?
But the thing is, I think that she's going to.
She's getting the numbers regardless.
Easily.
She's going to get it regardless. She's going to be like a rocket ship. She's going to Venus.
My thing about you, what I like about you is that you're confident. You're not scared. You're not worried about what they're going to throw at you. You got your mindset right, and you know where you're going. See, that's the biggest thing that the industry, that a lot of people feel at. A lot of people feel at trying to fit in. You don't want to fit in. You want to make your own lane, and that's what you're doing. Like, that's why you could see the difference between, like I said, icon, superstar.
Yeah, she's going to be an icon. And I'm going to get the front row seats at Madison Square Garden when, like, you know, maybe like some other star like opens up for her and we can be in the front row.
Yes, absolutely. 100%.
That's what I want.
100%. And yes. Say that again. Sorry, couldn't hear.
Pretzels.
Oh man, now you're getting pushy.
Pretzels.
Pretzels. So Aria, my breath of fresh air over there. Okay. So far we've covered that portion of the show. But I want to go to commercial break because I want to obviously talk about the beautiful song that you just released on Friday. So when we come back from commercial, we'll have more with Aria and Perul, Miss Momager, and we'll be right back.
Be right back.
Who are you choosing? Oh yeah. Who are you choosing? Is it me or is it you? Say who are you choosing? Is it the one that made love with you that had night to get a paper?
What up, man? Shout out to So Rich. You already know. Let's go. Shout out to Long Island, everybody. Let's step up. Let's go. DJ in the track. We ain't stopping. Let's go. Go ahead, boy.
I've been grinding all my life, yeah.
South Florida's new home for throwback music and today's hits. The Blaze FM.
Man, why does she keep blowing me up, man? I'm trying to get this interview done, man. Why does she keep blowing me up?
Ooh, baby, I'ma show you what the hype is. Who's that? I see a girls like me.
Yo, who is this? This is good. You'll see.
And if I'm put in a situation, I move through.
Voice Watkins, let's go.
Tell me get down, baby, here we go. And I can play now, I'm about to do the most. Time to celebrate, baby, it's a toast. Hey, turn up tonight.
And we're back.
That was just a quick again, everybody who you already know that be watching the show, I'll be telling everybody for the music reviews, definitely send in so then you guys can win the competition of the major label showcase and be bought in for it's only one slot a month for every single record label as well as radio personalities to listen to your stuff while you perform on stage.
And we have a contender right now on the show
Big
today.
shout out to my man, major label. Big shout out to Will.
So if anything, I want to bring back my two beautiful ladies, if possible. Okay, there they go. Okay, so now we are going to go.
Exactly.
We have to go back because let me just speak for 1 second because obviously when you sent me the song for me to listen to, I was blown away. Okay. And me and Peru were actually talking about that today because we were talking about the different title or put the parentheses to that song because a lot of people do need to listen to it a few times to get the lyrics because this song, people might not interpret it the way it is. So I would want Aria right now to actually describe her song, Why.
Yeah, well, it's honestly a lot, but the main reason why I wrote it was just about like how the world is today. And you know, one thing I don't know if I said this somewhere else, but I remember in 7th grade, I was like, I don't know, my world history teacher was talking about 9/11, and then I was like just thinking in my head, I'm like, well, there's no more problems now, you know. Like we live in a utopia now, and then COVID happened, and then I'm like, oh, never mind. But then, you know, during the matter of like COVID, and I saw like the sequences of more things happening. I became more involved with like reading like the news and seeing all these biases, the Yellow Journal, Black Lives Matter, all these discriminatory things, the politics, how they've like rampaged in like 2020,
right?
And like even like the Capitol, I feel like, you know, that's like all these things, whether they were like one side, another, I feel like they were just all bad in their own ways, no matter how you took it. And that's one thing I just realized. I'm like, there's no way I can really solve this problem. There's no way to internal peace and happiness in world like peace if like we're all going to be living and like disputing each other for like the silliest of reasons sometimes. And that's like one thing I realized, you know, that we just live in such a divided and polarized world that there is no way that like any of it can be stopped. And so I decided to write the song, not even to like say, you know, hey, we like live in a divided world. We all know that, whether like you want to believe it or not. I'm just trying to inform everyone that like, hey, this is how everything's been happening right now. You know this, and we need to make a matter to stand up for it.
Right.
And you can like do this in your own way. And one way I love thinking about like how to solve this is like creating an awareness and hearing from like both sides. Like, for example, politics is so divided. And honestly, me, I don't care where you're at with politics. It does not matter to me. But like, I like hearing one side and hearing both sides. Why does it matter? From there, you can make your own opinion. But at least if you have like the idea of this one side, like maybe you agree with side A, but if you want to hear side B, then that's great, because most people like side A and hate side B because side B isn't side A. And then they tell their friends, hey, I hate side B. And then here we go. And we're trying to unify the world at the end of the day for the future generations. And
this girl is blowing my mind. She's just blowing my mind, because you know what? When the way you talk about things and everything like that, you are just way beyond your time. You are just, you know, you are the type of person that can make people listen and change the world, you know, because you got like a Greta Thunberg who doesn't do anything. You got all these young kids that are out there just doing things for the popularity or doing things for that moment that give them likes on YouTube or something. And that's all they care about. You actually want to make a difference. You actually want to be heard. And, you know, we just need more young people like you in this world right now. Okay, go ahead. She's raising her hand like a teacher over there. She wants to say something?
Because I'll tell you something about her.
Go ahead.
And this is true. That Aria really was not even active on social media.
Right.
Okay, in a personal account. And then we come up with this song. And 2 months ago, and I'm like, oh my God, we have no professional account here. Like, you know, like that's followers. There's followers, and I'm getting anxiety attack. And I'm like, oh my God, this is what it takes. Like the followers and this. And now you put me to the project. And I must say, I have to give a shout out to all my friends, my patients. Thank you so much for supporting my daughter. Absolutely, my family, friends, everyone who has played a humongous role, humongous. And such loyal patients. I have such loyal friends that I said, guys, I guess I'm in this industry needs. I've never asked for my own business, follow me. And I'm asking for her. And some of my patients actually reposted for her, because I said, we have to be in this. I have to be competitive to some extent to get her in, because to release a song and the algorithm, and I'm learning about this, the algorithm and what it matters. So
Aria, are you taking her followers away?
Oh, she can have it all if I could give. But all my patients, a lot of them really did. And I can't thank them enough from my heart, because she started 2 months ago, less than 2 months ago, with 22 followers on Instagram. Right now, she's 1,500 plus.
There you go.
2 months ago, I was like, actually publishing.
We're going to triple that. We're going to quadruple that. We're going to sextuple it. Whatever the numbers are.
And in TikTok, I think you were less than 20.
Oh no, TikTok.
Over 6,800.
Let me tell you, watch out, Ariana Grande. We got Aria Modi in the house. Okay, there you go. That's all I got to say. But saying with that, now yesterday, you guys took a little trip over there to Times Square to get Miss Aria over here on the Jumbotron. So if we can just play that clip real quick, Mr. Producer Man, so everybody can see what happened last night over there, that would be nice. Give us a second. We'll play.
It opens like a roller coaster. People on the news like there's posters. We never asked for this. Yeah, this is such a shit. No, I don't know why. I don't know why.
okay. Just, I don't know. When I see people like her, it gives me hope. Just gives me hope. So anyway, before I start really crying, maybe we can play her song as well, if you can get that ready while I talk to her. Because that song, I mean, look at me. I'm crying, girl. Okay. You do not get me crying because I know the words. I know what you're feeling in that song. It just moves me, and oh my God, I can't believe I'm crying. We just
Honestly,
need more youth like you. That's all I'm saying. You just know how to touch people and you just need to keep doing that all your life. You're going to be one of those stars that people are always going to remember. Like you said, she's not just a star, she's a galaxy. She's the galaxy. So can you play it? I want to hear the whole song in its entirety, okay? Oh my God, I can't believe. Can somebody give me a damn tissue, okay?
honestly, Althea, you just said one of the best compliments when you said like you get that you have hope in this generation for making music. That's one of the best compliments I've ever gotten ever.
Can you hear you?
People on the news acting as posters. We never asked for this. Yeah, this is ultra shit. No, I don't know why. I don't know why. Why? Feel my waves, feelings that won't go away. Dealings that you wanna say. Hands busier than roads in Bombay. Time pass, forecast. I'm prepared and it should pass. I'm still the same me, like an idiosyncrasy. The world just going down as fast as how it's made. Not the land of grace, not the reason that I came. People intoxicated with the news. It's a curse, it's not who's better. It's just who's less worse. No matter how we stand, we don't even try. Problems are a plan. The violence is so high, it's unforgettable. We're stuck to justify. Actions don't clarify. If it's a pattern, don't even matter. Try to rise up. Yeah, rise up. Today, look like we just decay. Life is just more roleplay that goes away. Senses are our own fear until our brains are clear. Walls full of hours, traumatized, I'm here. Feelings are just some scam. Is this world a program? If it is, our damn vote until we die. To my family and friends, hope this isn't the end. Is life a simple? Try to ask me why.
Oh gosh.
Excellent.
I mean, like I said, I'm just, you got me choked up. Okay, girlfriend, this is not good. Okay.
So first off,
Good.
I don't know if anybody ever told you, I was a national advocate for anti-bullying. And I ran a Regents out in Long Island for a long time, being an advocate of anti-bullying. I was underneath Governor Cuomo and everybody, Vanessa Locks. And I wish, honestly, the generation that I passed everything off to would have been like you. Because you see the vision, you understand, and you're not worried about being stuck around politics and around all the corruption that comes with politics, because you're something we like to call pure. And what that means is basically that you actually believe in what you say that you believe in, and you're not tainted.
Yeah.
So
she can never be.
When I hear that record, it makes me go, wow, because me being an advocate, I made something called Asking Myself. Asking Myself was a song about people getting bullied. Why don't we have peace anymore? What is going on? And that record just brought me back to the time.
Do you want a tissue too?
Nah.
Okay, just making sure.
2013.
Actually, Sally from Mind Mix, when I asked her about you, that's how I got in touch with you.
Right.
I said, I want to contact as many people with podcasting and radio just to be able to spread this message. It's not about just her singing and ability, but the message for the new generation to be able to see this, for our generation, anybody to grasp this message. It's a beautiful message. And I talked to Sally about it, and she said, I said, I'm not sure if they would want her on their show, right? That was my answer, but it never hurt to try. The same way I reached out to Heather Parady, who is a phenomenal podcaster from Atlanta, Georgia, actually. And she's amazing. And I just wrote her an email. She looked at it and she doesn't even know who I am. And this is spirit led, right? This is all God wanting to make it happen. You can't come across people who are so kind and gave her a chance. So I think that's, I'm blessed. I'm really blessed. And so is Aria to get here to on your show too, so. And Sally did tell me about the non-violence part of Danny. She did mention, and she's like, I think he would like Aria's song. Contact them.
Oh yeah.
No, I loved it. Shout out to my mix.
Yeah, Sally, she's a very giving person. She's gone through so much changes in her life as well, and she's a very inspirational person. So we have become good friends. And
I don't know who Kelly was. My personal trainer, Joe Gutierrez, said,
oh, that's right. You met her. Right. That's right.
Because I said, what else? She said, have you tried podcasting? And I'm like,
what?
No, this is me. I ask everybody. I went to the tailor and I said, oh, you want to check out my daughter? I was picking up my clothing. He was like, yeah, sure. So it never hurt to ask.
Things align the way they did for a reason.
Believe me, my past, I didn't know what I was going to do with the anti-bullying. And when I made that record, it just went
skyrocket.
I never even thought I had a chance. Not saying I have a chance, but I didn't really think that record was going to. When you realize that your music is a tool and basically can really affect people in a positive way, that's what I see with you. Like just being an advocate and just seeing it, I was just like, wow. I'm like, it's kind of cool because when we left off, nobody else took the torch. Now I'm seeing somebody that you can actually say could take the torch and run with it.
But I want to ask Gary a question. If with everything that you've done so far, especially with this song and everything, if you could close your eyes and be like a genie and make a wish, and you open your eyes, where would you be?
Like
my questions, right?
Good questions.
Okay,
oh my God. Okay, like with the music industry or just in general?
Anywhere.
Anything.
Okay, wait a second.
Where would you be? She likes this one. I like, what it is? I like the questions where they're like, kind of have to think about it a little bit.
Definitely, yeah. Because like I don't like the ones where they're just like the same questions over and over. I'm just repeating. These are good.
I'm a little out there, you know me.
No,
I'm not your typical, I have another one if you don't want to do that one.
Here, no. Let me go with this one. Okay.
You think about it. I'll ask her the same question. Carol. Carol, on me now. Where's Bronson?
What?
Where's my boy Bronson?
Oh, he's busy sleeping.
He's sleeping down there.
I have two dogs.
You can bring Bronson on too, but that's okay.
But anyways, so while my mom's trying to get the attention of the dogs for some reason, I feel like where I would be, honestly, if I think right now, I'm probably going to be at home with a smile on my face because I just made the world happy just doing what I love. And I don't really see myself, having mansions, having all these jets, having all these cars I'm probably never going to use in my life. No offense to people, but, I'm just going to see myself at home, probably with some nice tea, thinking of what my next song should be, smiling, because there's no anger in the world. There's no
Bronson over there.
There's all happiness. This is Zara. I don't know. My mom picked her up.
Zara? I'm sorry, Zara. Where's Bronson? He's sleeping?
Sleeping.
Okay, that's all right. I love the dogs. I love the dogs. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. So, you know what, Parul, you can answer that question too. If you could close your eyes and be like a genie and wake up, when you open your eyes, where are you?
Where would I want to be if I close my eyes?
I want to be right now.
The Bahamas, because she needs a break.
Sure, no. Well, yeah, that's just nailed it on that one. But yeah, that's a temporary quick wish that I can make it happen tomorrow morning if I choose to.
Okay, so now you're in the Bahamas, right? You're stranded in the Bahamas. What are the 3 items you got there that you?
Where would I want to be?
Go ahead,
You know
tell
where I want to be? If I closed my eyes and then opened it, I think I do want my daughter to be able to perform one day at MetLife.
There you go.
Oh yeah, no, that's
said-
you'll get that easily. Get
She's
out of
gonna
here.
get Madison
Get outta
Square
here. That's
Garden.
easy.
They're gonna even call her to the UK in London and be like, "Can you perform at Williams?"
Your mouth got ears on that.
What palace is that over there?
But that I do want her. She has worked very hard. This kid has literally sacrificed pretty much most of her social life, to be honest. And I asked her, do you want to go? And she doesn't want to. She's like, no, I want to do this, Mom. I have to do this. So she's a very bright kid academically. She has 4 AP classes. After this interview, she has to hop on the physics assignment that's due at midnight.
Sorry for the teacher.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So but my point is that I do want her success, and I want to be there to be able to witness that. And hopefully I can lead her through this journey.
There's no possible way. I don't see this
I don't
not going
Yeah,
nowhere.
I don't see it not going anywhere.
So I can't even talk right now because when you said MetLife, I'm like, why MetLife?
MetLife. That's nothing. That's piece of little pie for Aria. What,
Radio
are you kidding
City
me?
Music Hall, the Garden, Madison's Square Garden.
Madison. Yeah, you
Oh,
got Madison.
man. Yo,
Yes.
Are you kidding me? Radio
Perform at
City
the
Music
White
Hall. That's
House.
what the White House. You know what
The
they're gonna call her?
UN.
The UN. They're gonna call her there
oh,
too.
man.
Watch. You just what is it? Buckingham Palace. She's gonna be called there. Sydney Opera House. You got in Australia. They're gonna call her
Yeah.
all over.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. This girl is gonna be doing like all kinds of shows, and you're gonna have like all these big people like opening up for her.
Just don't lose that mindset.
That's right.
I'm telling you right now, do not lose that mindset. There's going to be people that's going to offer you so much, but that's only them playing their game. You got to realize, hey, even if this is $100,000 sitting
Yeah.
right here, read the fine print
Read
because
the
the fine print's going to tell
And
you
that's why you need that lawyer.
That's what I'm saying. The musical lawyer is one of the smartest things to catch because a lawyer can actually pitch in music and demo it to other places as
Right.
well. Most of the people that get signed is because of lawyers.
Yeah, that's
Lawyers
true.
have the best, and I'm gonna say this again, the best, like they have
They
the,
bet the best interest for you at heart. You
that,
know?
but no, but I'm saying the best relationships
oh yeah, for
with all
sure.
of them because they have to protect them.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
always remember that. And you know what? I just really want to thank you too for being on here
Yeah.
because it's time to go.
I know. I don't want to go. I love them both.
So tell everybody where they can find you.
Yeah, so all socials, I am on at Aria J Tunes. If I should spell it out, ARIAJAYTUNES. And my artist name is Aria Modi, because that's who I am, Aria Modi. But yes, my debut single, which you just heard right now, it is called WHY by Aria Modi.
There you go.
And yes, I want to thank both of you for letting us join over here and letting me introduce my mom properly for the first time.
And I would like to thank.
We'll be talking
I do
every day,
wanna
this woman and me.
And I just want to say one thing to you too. Shout out to everybody that's listening to her, man. We broke you in the UK.
I know.
UK loved it. Shout out to my man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot to tell you,
Much
the
love.
UK loved her song. They
Love
Oh,
loved
that.
that's wonderful. That's amazing. And then just a thank you to her teacher, Yara, who has given her the coaching, the teaching. Wouldn't have been able to do that. She even came to Times Square with us yesterday. What a wonderful woman.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
her producer, Joel, 307. He's amazing, talented kid. He's an artist himself, singer and a producer. He's from Brazil, here to make a career himself. I have to give a shout out to him. He's amazing. And, everyone that has contributed in their own way for her success so far. Yes.
We'll still be there cheering her on no matter what. Okay. So remember, everybody, find Aria, ARIAJAY TUNES, Aria J Tunes, anywhere. Find her, listen to her, get her on Spotify. You're not going to lose out with this young girl. So please, please, if you have anything to do with her, keep it going. Keep her going strong, because this girl has everything, and we love her to death. And of course, we love the momager as well.
Thank you.
Again, thank you for coming.
Next month.
Thank you guys coming on the show.
We love you.
Love y'all, man.
And we'll see you next week, everybody.
Stay
And
tuned.
say bye to Bronson. That's my baby.
You made live.
Bye-bye.